Hiya, I'm Simone Radley from England and Nails, and in this video I'm going to be doing another super speedy but effective nail art design using animal print foil. It's going to be a half and half, and I'm going to use some of the new fantastic Flexi tape as well. So I don't know exactly when this video is going to go out, because obviously we film videos and they don't necessarily get released in the order that we filmed them. But we're about just over 2 weeks out from being able to open again, which is so exciting. So like the rest of you, I'm really looking forward to opening again and seeing all my lovely clients. So with that in mind, I've started doing some like real quick, easy nail art designs, because I know for a fact, certainly for myself, that I'm going to be slow. Like when I first open, my service time is going to be just totally shot. I'm going to be really slow at doing full sets, because obviously we've been out of the game for so long, months we've not done any. So your timing takes a bit of a hit when you first open. And if you're still wanting to be able to offer nail art services, you need to be able to do something that's super quick but super effective. I mean, obviously those designs are good for salon use anyway, because if obviously you're running a salon, you've got back-to-back clients, you do need to be able to put something on that looks really good but doesn't take too much time. So that's why I've started doing these like quick nail art videos, and I'm sure Joanna will group them together and put them in like a speedy nail art set for you. On that note, before I get going with the nail art, if you aren't sure where to find like sets of videos, if you go onto the Ink channel, when you're looking at the channel, you've got different tabs at the top, and there is one on there that says playlists. So if you click on playlists, then you will come up with sections like groups of different videos. So that's where you'll be able to find like all certain groups, like acrylic ones or whatever. So I'm sure Joanna will put a group in there which is for speedy nail art design. So that's where you'll be able to find them all grouped together, which will be easier for you. So let's get going. So I'm working on an almond fit tip. I've already done 2 coats of I-185. I love this colour. I think it's probably a bit of an underrated colour, but I absolutely love it, and going into spring it's definitely going to be popular. So I have got some animal print foil, of course, because who doesn't love animal print? This is from the 10 pack of foils, so I'm going to use this one. And I've got my green cleaner in a pump bottle. So I've not top coated it, I've just done 2 colour coats, and I'm going to take some green cleaner and a lint-free wipe and just wipe off the sticky layer, because I'm only going to put my foil on half of this nail. So I'm going to come in with foil gel, and I'm just going to use the brush from the bottle and just do like a line down the middle. So I'm doing like a half and half design. Your foil gel, you don't want it super duper thick, so try not to really plaster it on, but obviously you do want to cover the section that you're trying to cover. Then once you've got it on, just wipe that in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And now that's out of the lamp, I'm going to get a little bit of green cleaner again and my lint-free wipe, and I'm just going to wipe the top sticky layer off of the foil gel. That might seem strange if you've not seen one of my videos before. That is something that I randomly came across last year. I did it by accident and it worked really, really well. So now I'm going to take my foil and I'm just going to stick it on. I want to be neat with it, but I'm not like overly concerned with it, if you like. I'm not going mental with it. It transfers really well anyway, and with it being an animal print, you can get away with it being not entirely perfect, because obviously it is an animal. So they're not all perfect, they're not all exactly the same. So I'm just going to press it down and rip it off, and it looks fabulous. That was the Silicone City tool, if you were wondering, which I do quite often use just to sort of slightly smooth it out. I find that helps sometimes if you're doing a real sort of precise design. Sometimes that's not enough, it's a bit too soft. So then I will use an orange wood stick instead. So now I'm going to add some flexi tape. So I wasn't entirely stressy about this line because I'm going to put flexi tape over it. So I'm going to use the rose gold ones. If I can get it, there you go, you can get it to shine. I love these, and obviously rose gold, still killing it. Rose gold is still so popular. So I'm going to grab the end up with some tweezers. Now this is so much harder, I think, to apply when you're working on tips than it is like on a real person. And this stuff is just so good to work with. It's so much better than striping tape, I can't even tell you. So I'm just sticking that straight down the middle, and it just totally transforms it, I think, and it looks amazing. Again, I'm using my Silicone City tool just to help me smooth that out. But this flexi tape sticks so well, unlike striping tape where it can just be an absolute nightmare and it curls up at the end before you can top coat it. And it just basically makes me want to stab myself in the eye when I use that. It stresses me out so much. That doesn't happen with this. It just goes on really, really well. So I've just trimmed off the end. Now that would look ace. You can just leave it at that, top coat it twice, bish bash bosh, you're off. But I'm going to add just a couple more stripes because why not? So I'm going to go down in size. I'm going to go to about here. So I'm going to use a slightly thinner one. And I'm going to leave a bit of a gap. Oh, I've got a wobbly hand this morning. Oh heck, I've gone totally wonky. Totally wonky there. And then I'm going to add in an even smaller one, so I'm going to go right down the end here, and I'm going to add in a thin one as well. And then top coat. Now if you've added anything like a foil or the flexi tape or anything like that, you do need to top coat it twice. If you are top coating it twice, I don't recommend that you use the ultimate no wipe top coat as your first one. You really need something with a sticky layer. So I'm going to use Rock Light, and that is because if you did 2 coats of the ultimate no wipe, because it's a no wipe, you can get like your second layer of top coat can kind of peel, chip away or flake a bit, because you're doing like no wipe on no wipe, if that makes sense. So I would always come in with something like Rock Light or Rock Plus first, and then you can do the ultimate no wipe over the top of that if you want to. And just wipe that into cure for 60 seconds. So I've done 2 coats of top coat now, and I'm just going to wipe off the inhibition layer with some green cleaner. And if you have got any little sort of rough little bits from your flexi tape, the best thing to do, you really need to get rid of those. Don't leave them there because it can cause peeling and your client's probably going to pick it. So I just come in with the 240 signature wood file. These are my favourite for this sort of thing. And I just really, really lightly just take away any little rough bits that are sticking out. That's perfectly fine to do as long as you don't go like proper mental at it and take away all of your capping on your free edge. Obviously you don't want to do that, but just take away like those little sort of spiky little edges that you've got. And then that is it. It's done. So I love this design. It's so quick and easy. Even with adding those extra lines on, it was still quick. But obviously it looked good just with the one down the middle. So you can do either, but I love it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new ones. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!